All right, so we're changing Hunter. Okay, so the reason I did preset 17, I don't know if you guys know this, you probably saw earlier, but I always name my character Eyes. And the reason I do that is because this is who it's based off of. So that was the closest preset I had to Eyes. The reason I make my character Eyes is because one is I want to play as a female character. Like I don't like making male characters, right? So if I'm gonna make a female character, but like I want to make a cool character, I don't want to make a Coomer character, which is hard to believe. Believe it or not, it's hard to believe. But I actually think Eyes Wallenstein is actually really cool. Like I legit think her character is cool. I think she's more cool than cute or whatever you want to consider her. And one reason I like Eyes is because she's like in the story, she's like really strong. In the story, like canonically, she's just really fucking cool. That's why I make my character Eyes. So it's just a combination of like female and all those reasons I just said earlier. Obviously, there's different interpretations of what she looks like because like it was from a light novel. I might refer to this. I guess the main thing is like she has brown eyes. I don't know. This was the closest. Like honestly, I don't even really want to change it that much. Maybe her eyes, I would just change it to brown. Ryu is better. She's okay. I'm not a Ryu hater. I'm just ambivalent. I don't really care about her. Like, okay, if I wanted to go like straight up Coomer, like Don Machi shit, that would be Aisha, which was kind of funny. Like I was probably gonna make like a oh yeah, Freya probably. Belle is best girl. I don't know about that. Belle is just like a self-insert. Also too, like I thought Don Machi was gonna be like from the first season. I thought it was gonna be like Naruto. I did not get into it for the Coomer shit. I actually thought it was gonna be legit like a Naruto, like a Belle was gonna become the Hokage or something like that, you know? Like, but then it was a bait and switch. I got bait and switch. This was actually it's just a straight up Coomer show. Once season 2 came out, I was like, oh no, it's one of these shows. It's actually one of these shows. Yeah, like the first season is really good. It's actually really good. Like the story and the world building. I was like, holy shit, this is actually really good. And then season 2 came around. I was like, okay, no, it's kind of like that. Like it still has like the good story elements to it, but like it did a bait and switch on me. You know, I might as well saw it and like I like the first season. I was like, I just keep watching it, right? So I actually don't even know what season they're on. I'm probably not even caught up. Like I tried to make a warrior in Final Fantasy 14 look like that. I think she would be like a good warrior because she's supposed to be like Amazoness. All right, we're talking way too much about Don Machi right now. It's like holy fuck. I just wanted to talk about this. Like okay, like this is real fucking Coomer shit. But like I want to go for like something like this. Like so like even like for the armor, I want to get something like close to this as possible. If I had to decide between Eyes and Aisha, I'd take Eyes. Much more cool. Yeah, because she's fucking cool. That's why she's actually legit fucking cool. Like, you guys don't believe me when, like I say, it's not because of Coomer shit. It's actually I legit think she's cool. How the fuck are we gonna do this? Like honestly, I really don't know what to change. Like the hair looks fine. The hair actually looks fine. Like maybe more yellow. Also, Eyes' voice actress is really fucking cool too. Honestly, just watch the show if you haven't watched the show. Just watch season 1. Don't even watch the rest. Just watch season 1. Season 1's really good. What is bearing? Oh, it's whether you walk like a man or walk. Okay, it's definitely graceful. That's a no-brainer right there. Underclothes? Wait, you can change underclothes? Wait, actually I want to change the face first. So what is detailed settings? Okay, that's that. Randomized face? Hell no, we are not randomizing face. So usually like for a character creation, I think it's a good idea to like find a good base value. But honestly, when you look at the base value, you have to look at like the facial structure. So it's kind of hard to kind of see through the facial structure through like this. Cause like this, you just look at the hair, right? That's like the first thing you see. So like when I look at the preset, I'm looking for the facial structure. So I feel like 17 is the best right now, just because like it's the more feminine one. This is obviously more Asian. This is more of a masculine. This is like your Dami Mommy start. This one is still kind of masculine. I think 17 is probably the best one. 20, see, you have to filter out the hair. You have to kind of like imagine what they look like without the hair, because you can always just change the hair. Oh god, she's old. Ooh, this one's actually pretty good. This one actually might be better. I feel like this one's actually better. Again, we're not looking at the hair. We're trying not to look at what they look like without the hair. I don't know. I'm trying to look at their brow too. Can you make a video on optimal character creation? Yeah, I probably could, to be honest. I probably could, because like I know a lot about facial structure. Like it like what are you trying to make? Are you trying to make like a cute character or like a hot character, like a Dami Mommy character? Or embarrassingly enough, I probably could make a character creation guide, because you want to look at for dimorphic traits, and you're just trying to change these dimorphic traits like to whether you want to make them more masculine looking or feminine looking. And then like in the middle is non-dimorphic, so they're kind of like you can't tell if they're male or female, like androgynous. Something about this one just has too much makeup. Like it's hard to compare them because this one has more makeup on. I feel like this one's the best. Nah, I take that back. I feel like this one's the best one, and I'm not even saying that because of the hair. This one, it's the eyes. It's the eyes. That's why, because her eyes are too open here, but her eyes are more closed. She just seems more relaxed. This preset seems more cool than this one. This one's not bad. It's just, I think this one's a little better. Definitely not that one. Okay, 17. We fighting monster, not going to be. You're the one that wanted me to do this, man. Hair, I feel like this is the best one. 30, 31. I do like the ponytails. I'm not gonna lie, I do like ponytails on girls. Yeah, kudere. Yeah. Eyes is supposed to be kudere. I've actually never seen all of these. Wait. Does this hair match? Not really. Her bangs are not that defined. Honestly, these ponytails actually look pretty nice. This one actually looks really nice. I'm not gonna lie. This one looks really nice. I like this one better, but this one's still pretty nice. I don't know. Maybe I just like ponytails. I don't know. This one, the bangs are too defined. This one could kind of work. I don't know. They're too long. I mean, she does have bangs. This one she doesn't. I can change the length. Okay, I might go with this one and then change the length. Base color is brown. Her hair color is more yellow. Like a light yellow? I don't know. Why is the base color brown, but the accent is this? That's what I'm... Actually, I really like this color, though. Okay, what is hairline setting 2? Oh, no, we want that as long as possible. This needs to be as long as possible. Like, her hair is just, like, fucking long, that's why. But this needs to be shorter. I don't know about that. Like, she has messy bangs, that's why. 29, 28. Oh, this is kind of nice. I feel like... Ignore the bangs. Like, I feel like the bangs fuck it up a lot. That's why. Like, if you don't get the bangs right, it's better to just not have bangs. This one's kind of nice. I actually kind of like this one better. This one's a little too straight. Okay, I feel like this one is better because since it's not as straight, like, it kind of gives the illusion that the bangs are messy. You know, she doesn't really have bangs here, but like it kind of gives like that illusion. Okay, so 27, 28, 29 is basically our choices. Oh man, I really feel this one. I'm really feeling this one. But I think this one's a little long. No, it's the same length. Afro? No, fuck that, man. We're not putting afro. I wouldn't mind doing like afro, like making a completely different character. Ooh, dude, I think we're gonna have to go 27. Oh man, I don't know. This is so hard to pick. Okay, not 28, just because it's a little too far from what I'm trying to go for. I really like this one because the hair's a little messy. I would go with this one if I could get the bangs perfect. But I cannot, so I'm actually gonna go with 27. We have to go a little bit more yellow though. I'm gonna change the hue to a little bit more yellow, definitely not green. My saturation is actually quite low, so I'm actually not seeing the color change that much. So I'm gonna increase the saturation a little. And it is kind of like anime and shit, so like you can go with higher saturation. It's supposed to be whiter. It's supposed to be whiter. It's supposed to be very gentle, like a very gentle yellow. That's why I'm kind of going for this one right here. That's why, like this one. This is like very canonic. Like this is a little too yellow. Maybe a little bit more saturation. Ooh, okay. I think we're getting there. 38, 69, 37. I might want that more yellow. Okay, what is hair accent? Oh, that's for like the bottom. Probably less accent, the less brightness. Change the gradient ratio. It can make it better or worse. We were at 2. 2 was actually not that bad. It's a little too white at the bottom. I feel like a higher gradient ratio then. And then change this to less brightness, more saturation, maybe a little bit more brightness. Yeah, that looks a little better. I want more orange. Okay, I think that's good. I don't want to touch this right now. I think that's good. Something like that. Okay, that's the hair. Skin. I feel like the skin is fine. I don't know what I would change. Like, I mean, she just has white skin, right? The thing is, I don't want to make her too white because like it starts to make them look like a ghost. Like, I feel like this is fine. This is actually fine. Eyebrow, eyelash. Let's think about this. Could go bigger eyes. The thing is, like, I don't want to go like pure anime. Like, I just want to like have like a real life representation of what the character would look like, even though she is like an anime girl. You know what I mean? Like, if I go bigger eyes, like, I don't want to go too big. Okay, iris color is definitely wrong. It has to be brown. By the way, brown is just a darker shade of orange. That's all brown is. We'll go high saturation. Relatively high saturation. This one's really nice, but like I feel like this is the more canonical representation of it. You don't want to over-tune things. That's the thing you don't want to do. Because like beauty has to do with like averageness. Like when you have features that are like stand out from the average. Like if you took the average measurements of all humans on the population, you want it like ideal beauty is like what the average is, right? So like things like a really big nose or really big ears or like really goofy looking shit that stray from the average, that's what causes things to not look good. So like this, that has nothing to do with eye color, by the way. I'm just trying to kind of make it seem like, okay, well, I don't want her eyes to be like really bright. That's all. So I feel like this is actually pretty good. It's actually pretty good. Iris size, I'll put it a little bigger, but I don't want it too big. Everything's right, I know. Eye shape. Okay, there's a lot of fucking shit to do here. This is gonna take way too long. I could make really good Dark Souls 2 characters, not gonna lie. Like I fiddled with that character creator for so long. I had to like know the ins and outs of it. I made some really good looking characters in Dark Souls 2, by the way. But like I can note some things here, like for eyes, if you guys want to make eyes good, generally you want the spacing. So the length of the eye from the corner of the eye to like the outside corner of the eye, that length, you want it to be the same distance between the eyes. That's generally like if you're trying to go towards the average and trying to get like a better looking character, you want that distance to be equal. So like here, I believe it's already, her eyes are a little too close together. So like if I made separation a little bit more, or I made that closer. So something like this actually generally looks Actually, I don't know. I feel like that looks worse. I'm gonna put it at 15. Eye rotation. This is actually ideal. I actually want her eyelids to come down over her eyes a little. Like she generally looks like tired or disinterested, right? So this is at 7. We want upper eyelid. I don't know if we can change that. Yeah, upper eyelid. No, so we want this down actually. So something like this, because she has that like that cool dere look. All right, so this was at 10. So something like this. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's fucking legit. Just like see how like 1 change right there? Like changes it a lot. I feel like 8's too much. I'm gonna do 9, which is ironic because it's like right. It's only 1 distance of like 9. So it was at 10. I'm gonna put it at 9. For eyelid rotation, I don't know if I want to fuck with that. That's at 9. Ooh, that's actually interesting to play with. This could have ramifications. Like actually, I feel like rotating it outward so it like comes down a little on the outside actually makes her look fucking cooler. Just a little. I know that's a lot. Now she just looks fucking tired. Something like that maybe. I'll put it at 11. No, I'll put it at 10. It was at 9. I'll put it at 10. I don't want to do it too much. 10 lower eyelid height. I don't want to mess with that. In some beauty standards, like Japanese girls, they really want lower eyelids. They want for Japanese girls, they want their lower eyelids to kind of pop out a little, like, which is strange because like that's not like a typical Western beauty standard. So it's just something for Japanese girls, by the way. But I don't think you can change that here. Yeah, I don't want to change this right now. Nose can get very precarious. It's really hard to fuck up. It's really easy to fuck up the nose because like, and you see this all the time, like in celebrities when they try to get plastic surgery, they fuck up their nose so much. Like honestly, if you don't like the way your nose looks, don't fucking change it. Like I'm talking about like in real life, you're gonna do more. Yeah, Michael Jackson's like the perfect example, but like there's other like more subtle examples, like a woman who try to get like nose jobs and stuff, and they fuck it up because the nose is like super complicated. Like it's just like the natural beauty, like the way your nose naturally looks is usually the best because like there's proportions in your nose that kind of play on each other that you don't really want to change. Like even right now, like this is actually honestly perfect. Like I wouldn't even touch this right here. This is actually good. Like maybe, I mean, you could make the argument it's a little slightly masculine just because it's a little large, but honestly, I wouldn't change it at this point. Like her frontal view is actually quite feminine. Maybe you could argue her profile is a little bit too masculine, but I still don't want to change it. You have to be very careful with the nose because then like once you start changing like the tip and the bridge and stuff, then you're gonna start saying like that doesn't look right, and then you're gonna start changing like the height and the position of the nose, and then it just makes it worse. It just kind of snowballs. Like this is a physical interpretation of her, right? I don't want to go like full anime. Like I'm just talking about like real life beauty shit. Mouth is actually quite good. I don't want to change that. Okay, this is where everything kind of makes or breaks your character. It's the brow. The brow is one thing, the cheekbones, and the jaw. This is what really transforms your character into a very masculine looking character or a very feminine looking character, because this is where a lot of the dimorphic traits start to appear in women and men, right? So for men, you want to make the brow very prominent. So if you're trying to go for like a Giga Chad character, the brow is super important. You want for the side profile, you want the brow to stick out more. So like this is actually a little bit, this is feminine, but it's not super feminine because the brow is actually sticking out a little. You should really make a character customization guide. This is gold. I don't want to though. I like that would take up like so many videos and like, I don't know, that would just detract from the point of the channel. The TLDR is when you make tweaks, just remember you want to go to, if you want to just make a generally good looking character, you want it to converge to the average value, right? And then you can, to give it some character, you want to tweak it just a little. Don't tweak it a lot, just tweak it a little. Okay, so cheekbone depth. Okay, what do I want to say about cheekbone depth? Okay, so the common thing that people hear about is like, oh, high cheekbones and prominent cheekbones look good. That's actually not very true. Like if you're trying to make a cute looking character, they actually have low cheekbones that are kind of like inside their face. The reason like people kind of think that high cheekbones and prominent cheekbones look good is because a lot of models have high cheekbones and very prominent cheekbones, but they kind of look like skeletons. That's the thing. Like if you can imagine your typical like runway model look, they kind of look like, I don't know, like skeletons. That's the thing. Like it's in Western beauty standards, that's kind of considered attractive, but like if you're just like want like cute characters and shit, I don't really recommend a high cheekbone depth, like something. So this is at 11, like something like this I wouldn't do. I really wouldn't do. Like 11 is actually fine right here. Like the see, like 11, 9, 10 actually look quite decent. This is just a little bit too sunken in. You don't want that. So probably 9, 10. Actually 11 is perfect, I think. Facial length, Don't want to change this. Cheek fullness. Cheek fullness, like you can just straight up make them look fat. I feel like this is fine. 12. See, like 12, I feel like is kind of like the average, so I don't want to change it. Maybe 11. I don't know. 12. Jaw. Jaw is pretty easy. If you have well-defined jaw and large angular features like gonio angle, ramus length, and stuff like that, then you're typically going towards masculine. I don't want to change this just because it's kind of hard to see because like her hair is in the way. I definitely don't want to make it wide. A wider jaw is definitely more masculine. If I want to make her more like girly and more youthful, then I would make it smaller, but I just want to keep it as is. 7. I don't like these features that change when they have compound. They change 2 things at once. So like this is actually changing jaw width. That's actually not good. Like Dark Souls 2 had that a lot. Chin length, you generally want to just keep facial thirds in proportion. So from chin to bottom of the nose, from bottom of the nose to the brow, and brow to top of the head. I'm trying to kind of eyeball it here. I think her lower facial third is a little, wait, it's actually fine. It's actually fine. Maybe her upper facial third could be a little bit longer, but I don't know how to change that right now, so I'm not going to change it. Like maybe chin depth. What is chin depth? That's length, right? This is more of a profile feature. This is really changing the profile. Like from the frontal view, that doesn't really change. Like you can't really notice a difference. Muscle mass. I think most people know this. For females, you want their shoulders to be less wide, or yeah, less wide than their hips. Pretty much everyone knows that. I feel like less muscle mass. I don't want to make her too skinny though. She is kind of skinny though. Let's go with 8. Muscle definition. That looks a little weird. I feel like no muscle definition is actually fine. Honestly, this outfit here actually kind of matches her outfit. I would just have to change the colors. I think the muscle mass increased it, really? Muscle mass increases. But I'm looking at proportions too, right? I don't care about her bust size. I care about like her shoulder and her hip proportions. But honestly, the proportions are the same actually. But they actually change in proportion to her head. But that's what makes it look weird. So I'm actually, you should change this in proportion to how you want their head. I feel like this was 7. I think 7 was fine. Outfit color, muscle definition. I want to keep this low again. It's a bit shame we can't change like their breast size. I would make it bigger, that's why. Like, I'm pretty sure she has big boobs. Okay, so for makeup, you definitely want you want to put some makeup on women, but with makeup on women, less is more. And this is actually something a lot of girls fuck up. They put too much makeup on. Like guys can tell like when you're wearing too much makeup and it looks weird. You should only put enough makeup that it makes you look better, and then after a certain point, like you'll start to kind of, it's not diminishing returns. You actually have negative value, right? So it's parabolic. So you only need to put a little just until you hit that inflection point. So like even this is actually just fine. This is actually fine. This is enough. Because like the other preset, like preset 23 had too much makeup on. So like even this, I don't want to change that much. I would want to get rid of that mole on her eye though. I think that's it. Yeah, girls do too much. Her brow, okay, this is something I would probably change later and experiment a little, is her brow. Like it's okay. It's fine. It's fine. Probably make her her cantle tilt for her brows more this way, which if you make it too much, she'll look dopey. But actually let's change that. Did I skip that? I think I skipped that. Like brow rotation. I don't want to mess with the brow again, because if you mess with the brow, then you're really gonna change how they look. Like I said earlier, brow, cheekbones, jaw. If you change those even a little, you can greatly change how they look. I would decrease the depth a little just to make it a little bit more feminine, like that. Oh, look at that. Look at that right there. Look at that. 14 to 13. That's a big improvement. Like it's so small, but like you can see these improvements. Hey, blame it on Riker, everyone. Everyone blame it on Riker because he got me into this. Okay. Eyelash, I think the length is fine. The thickness, fine. Probably thinner thickness, thinner. Brow separation, brow height, brow depth. No, I want the eyebrow. I don't want the actual brow. Brow is the bone, right? Brow is your bone, your brow bone. So all of this is for her bone. I want actually the eyebrow, which is the hair. The eyelash I feel like is fine. I don't want to touch that. Color's fine. Outer brow. Okay, this I would decrease a little just to sort of match this right here, because she has kind of like a negative canthal tilt for her brow right there. Look, so we went from 10 to 3. I think, okay, that's really good. That's a good change, I think. Probably make the brow inwards a little. Probably inwards one more time. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, something like that. Definitely like that. Brow separation. I don't want to touch this unless I know exactly what I'm doing with this. Negative mantle tilt? No, canthal tilt. Canthal tilt. This is fine. Like, I would be fine with this. Clothing. Okay, so we want this, but we want to change the color. to white, something like this, and then change the color to blue, this to blue. Just keep it white, actually. Just something like that. Can I change like that yellow part on the side? If I could change that blue, that'd be fucking legit. If I could change the sides to blue, dude, that'd be sick. That's 2. What is alpha? Oh no, not that. Okay, just keep this. Holy fuck, we're at 2 hours already. I wasn't even planning on streaming that long. Content farming right now. I have to fix her nose. Her nose is a little too big. But other than that, I kind of like how she looks here. She looks a little too tired. It's just a game. It's just a game. Like this is pretty much an impossible task. Like even in Monster Hunter World, it looked kind of funky. Like you felt like you got what you wanted in Monster Hunter. Well, actually, Monster Hunter World character creation was actually not that good. But like when you finally got it to like a place you liked in Monster Hunter World, and then you went into games like, holy fuck, they look so fucking different. So what were we doing? Okay, so this is what I wanted to do. I feel like your filtrum length is a tad too small. Yeah, I'll do it at 7. I'm not gonna do 6. I would have to change position. Okay, nostrils are fine. Okay, we have to be very careful here. Maybe increase her cheekbone depth just 1 point. I think that's fine. From frontal, can't really tell. It's more on the side. Okay, I think 1 point is fine. 11. I think 11 is fine. 11. No, let's keep it at 11. Just more balanced. I think the hair is fine. I like the hair color. Our eyebrows fine. I feel like I want to make her irises 1 more size bigger just because she's on the borderline of what's it called? Sclera show. Sclera show is when your I can actually kind of demonstrate it. Iris size. Okay, sclera show is when they're currently at 8. It's when the white part underneath your iris is showing, and that's generally viewed as an unattractive trait. So something like this, because then you start to get shark eyes. So as you see, the white underneath the iris is starting to show. That's not good. Do I want to make the iris bigger or her under eyelid bigger? It's like it's borderline sclera show. Damn, another sub. You guys are wild. Geraldo, thanks for the sub, man. Illidra, thanks for the sub. I think you subbed while we were offline, but if you're here, thanks for that. 8. Let's go to eye shape and let's try and manipulate her eyelids a little. So her under eyelid, upper eyelid, lower eyelid. I think that's better. I was actually yelling at the neighbor, like, your dog's too fucking loud. I literally said that and they're like, sorry, but then they don't do shit about it. I think that's fine. I hope I didn't fuck this up. I feel like I don't have enough time to make major changes and like it, because like the beta's open in like 2 hours. Do I like her current eyelid rotation? I think it was a little tired looking. Like upper eyelid rotation. I'm just gonna decrease it a little because it'll make her look less tired. But we do need the upper eyelid to come down a little to make her have that cool daddy look. I think 9 is fine. Her 45 looks a bit strange now. Maybe it's just different. I'm not used to it yet. You know why? It's her cheekbone is too high. I think it was perfect the way it was. So I'll change it back. I increased it. I actually put it back down. Yeah, that's much better. On your VOD, wondering why the Swagax speedruns aren't using sword counter. Did you answer that? I don't know. Probably doesn't do enough damage. He needs a little bit more forehead. Actually, I'm gonna literally measure this with my finger on screen. Oh, it's actually perfect. It's actually perfect. Well, okay, she does need a little bit more forehead height, but it can't be, I don't think there's a setting to do that unless I shift every element on her face down a little and increase her chin size. I don't want to do that. It's not worth it for all that effort. Let's go eyebrow color. You don't want, this is one thing girls do too. They thin their eyebrows out too much. Okay, first of all, if you're a dude, you want your eyebrows really thick. Like you want as much hair as possible. So if like you're ever thinking about like trimming your eyebrows, maybe if you have a monobrow, you can kind of just trim the middle. But like try to maintain as much hair on your eyebrows as possible, because like it doesn't grow. Eyebrow hair doesn't grow consistently like your regular hair, right? So if you're a dude, that's a tip. If you want to look more masculine, and like you usually want your eyebrows straight. Do I like the color? Generally, you don't want to stray from brown. I feel like I want it a little darker though. It like gives it some character. Honestly, like if you have like if you have really good feminine features, but you have kind of thick eyebrows, it's kind of charming in a way. Like it's kind of like adding spice to your salsa. I don't know if that's a good analogy. Like, cause it's not something you can't fix. I mean, you can fix it, but you don't want to. Like, it's kind of like, it just gives character to some girls, I think. Like, I'm not talking about like super thick eyebrows, but like, just kind of like borderline eyebrows. I think I like that. Oh, you kind of do like a manual rotation. So like you have to like adjust the different heights of them from the inner, the middle, and the outside. I don't know if I want to change it though. Like if I increase the inner height, that'll bring this up. It's at 9 currently. Do I want it down? No, I want it up a little. It's like when it's more down, that's more masculine. I just brought it up a little, just a little. Is that 9? Maybe just 8. Am I fine with her brow? Am I fine with that? I kind of like it. I kind of like 12. Like, it's kind of a little masculine, but she has other features that are really feminine that kind of hide it. Like, it gives like people character. You don't want to be like hyper masculine or hyper feminine. It just looks weird. Like when you have like kind of like imperfections, it kind of gives character. Like, and I guess that kind of like slides into what people's types are. Like some people have like just very nuanced types. Like everybody's different. I feel like I'm almost done here. We're just trying to get this right before the beta ends. It's actually unironically the most important part of the beta. Yeah, I agree. It's weird because I'm saving it for last. I don't want to change the skin color. I don't want to change it. I think everything's fine. Okay, generally she looks fine on the title screen and the other screens, but like sometimes like her mouth gets like, she looks like she's upset. So I actually brought the lip corners up a little. Let me see if there's actually anything else I can change here. I just brought the mouth corner up height, so it looks like she's actually kind of like smiling or smirking most of the time rather than like frowning. Mouth position, maybe if I bring that down one, because her philtrum and her I forgot what this is called. Length should be roughly equal. No, I like it here. I'm gonna keep it here. She looks good, thanks. Let's save this. Hopefully she looks all right at various points in the camp. Like she always looked like she was frowning. I don't know if it's just the RE engine when it was like rendering her face or something. It just looked a little strange. I think she looks a little better. She looks better. She always, always looks like she's frowning though a little. Hey Mike, I stumbled you across YouTube. Your analysis of the weapons and game in general is unparalleled. I'll be coming to follow you as we will be starting to ramp up miles. I appreciate it, Moon. Appreciate it. Thanks for the nice words. Try. I do a bad job though. I get very lazy. I get very lazy. Oh, and thanks for the subscription, man. Hey, dude, what the fuck? We hit 10 subscribers? That's actually crazy. That's actually fucking crazy. Well, hopefully I can keep going and keep you guys entertained / share whatever I learn. Thanks for sticking around along for the ride. We'll see how far this ride lasts. Well, how does she look in the camp? She looks kind of tired from that angle. I don't know. Maybe it's her eyeliner. That's why. I don't know. It's just a shitty angle. She looks okay. There's something. Okay, her profile is really good. Her looking down though looks a little. It's probably just an imperfection. I honestly probably won't change it. Her profile is really good, like her 45, and her profile is really good, I think. I think her frontal is okay. Is pretty good too, but there are some imperfections that are actually due to the character creator I can't really fix. For example, like I was talking about like the thirds with her forehead, like I can't make her forehead bigger. I might have to change her makeup though. She looks really emo. Like I might not do eyeshadow. I might just do eyeliner. That's what I might do. But again, we can fix that. I don't want to do it right now though. She's kind of cool. You can change the view. Also, one thing too is probably the lighting is a little, it's just different in here. That was a good shot. That was a good angle if she sticks her face here. No. I'm gonna put her mouth down a little. I'm gonna put her mouth down a little and see how that works. The thing I said earlier that I was gonna do but didn't change my mind, I'm actually gonna do now. Like from that angle, her lips are a little bit too high. Detailed settings, mouth. This needs to be lower, mouth height. So that's the thing I was talking about later. Her philtrum length, which is the length between the bottom of your nostrils and your top of your lip and your, I don't know, I forgot what this is called. I really forgot what this is called. These lengths should be the same. It's a little too short on the top and it'll tilt a little too long on the bottom. So that was very apparent in that angle that I looked at her. But that should be the mouth position. Just decrease it. Maybe 2. 1 2 1 2. I'm not gonna do 3. I'm gonna do 2. And the reason that is like I feel like I like that character. I don't like it perfectly equal. Maybe if I change her, I can also bring her chin up a little. That's one thing I can do. Facial shape, chin length. It's already at. Oh, you know why? It's already at 0. That's why. It's already at 0. That's why I can't change it anymore. So I'm actually bound limited here. I think that's fine. Two mouth, 2 down. I think it's fine. Okay, that's good. It's true, Waifu Maxi. Yeah, damn straight it is. I ain't paying Capcom for a freaking character edit voucher. Actual endgame. The endgame is the game that we started with. I think she looks a little better. She kind of has a little bit of a duck mouth, if I'm being totally honest. Probably bring her mouth in. It's all right. Like it's not ugly. Like where's that angle where? Yeah, this one. Like her face slid in when she was sharpening the knife. I can see this angle one more time. This is how I wish like you had like an analog. Oh, that'd be so sweet if you had an analog camera. You could just like kind of move it around the camp and see right here. Yeah, you have to highlight equipment. Oh, that's better. That is better. Oh, I like that. Well, I think she needs a little bit more cheek fat. I think she needs a little bit more cheek. She's a little too skinny. Oh, but she looks better. She definitely looks better. I can tell. That was a big change. That was a big change. That was actually big. Like she's a little too skinny in my opinion. Oh, should I make her fatter? Her cheeks a little fatter. Oh man, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make her cheeks fatter. Dude, this is wild. I can't believe I'm spending this much time on it. You're making me double take my girl right now? Dude, just do whatever looks good to you. Don't let anyone change your opinion. For me personally, I just know a lot about this kind of stuff. Dude, you could probably make a lot of money. Dude, honestly, if you're good at this, you can make a lot of money just making it for people, offering it as a service. Detailed settings. And honestly, like I'm really just nitpicking at this point. Like if it was like this, I would be fine. Yeah, she's just a little too skinny. Let's go cheek. Where's cheeks? Face shape. I think it's face shape. Yeah, cheek fullness. I'm fine with her cheekbones. I really don't want to change that. It just looks very different. Just changing it 1 point. It looks very different to me. 10. I think it was actually at 11. Was that too thin though? I'll go 11. It was at 10. Okay, I swear that's the last change. That's the last change. Like this shot right here, I really like this shot. Like it looks really good. Online, I would make my character look like, oh, she hates it. Says it's scary to see herself in game. I would do that too. I mean, I think that's like endearing, right? That's like a compliment. I think she probably likes it. She just wants to act like she doesn't like it. I heard girls like that. That's why. Like you got a girlfriend. Reach the point of heavily diminishing returns on customization. You say that, but I don't know how to explain this. This is probably a topic for a different day. It's not really diminishing returns. It's actually exponential returns. I don't know how to explain this without getting into math though. It's actually exponential returns. It's not diminishing. I wanted to look at her, the different camera angle. It's ironic. I want to look at her from this angle, looking at her because the lighting, like this lighting is kind of shitty. That's why. Yeah, I think that fullness was actually better. That's better because she doesn't look significantly fatter, but like she just doesn't look like a skeleton anymore. I wanted to look good in the tent because that's where she's gonna be most of the time, right? When you're looking at her, I feel like. So I'm not too concerned like in the field. It's like you can't see shit anyways. Okay, here, I want this view, the clock view right here. I want this view. Ah, dang, I was too late. Oh, she looks fucking good. Oh, her, wait. She looks good, but she looks a little like a model. I don't want her to look like a model. She looks a little too good. Like, cause model, I don't want her to look like a model. I should make her fatter. But I don't want to. And she still kind of looks tired. Again, it's probably the makeup. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I'm actually gonna stop because I'm going in circles here. But overall, I'm happy. I'm like 93 to 96% happy with this result. Although I kind of want to make a separate character, probably like make a different file. And I want to make like a dark skinned character, probably like an Aisha Belka or a Nagatoro. The thing this character creation needs is you need to be able to change the proportions, like their Y proportions, their X proportions, and their Z proportions. But you can't. I know the reason you can't, because they need the general hitbox of the character to be the same for every single character in the game, right? Otherwise it's gonna fuck up gameplay. Yeah, her eyeshadow just makes her look tired. I don't want to change that now. I'm gonna fuck up the makeup, that's why. And then it's gonna snowball. I don't want it to snowball in a bad direction where like I start changing the makeup and then I start changing your face after again. So if I know it's just the makeup, then I can just change the makeup. All right, we're done. We are done.